Hi guys, welcome to the video. As you can see from the title, this is going to be my 5 favourite leg exercises for footballers. What I really like about all 5 of them is that they're game realistic, so they're in positions where I would do in a game, a lot of them single leg, and they're also really good for building that strength, endurance and power. You can also do them body weight or add weight to them. Just before we get into the video, I have noticed a big increase in subscribers since I started asking you guys to just click that subscribe button. So thank you for doing that. Those of you that haven't, there's still quite a few guys that are watching the videos that aren't subscribed. So I'd really appreciate it if you just take 2 seconds, just hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying the videos and you want to see more. It really helps my channel to grow. Once again, I really appreciate the support. Let's get straight on into the video. So before we get into showing you the exercises, my wife cut my hair last night and one of my clippers broke before we cut it. So tell me, comment down below if I can get away with this, or is there a terrible line? What do you think, Lou?
Kind of liney.
Liney, what do you reckon? Comment down below if I can get away with that, with anyone noticing that terrible phase. Right, so let's get into it. I got my gym equipment here. So I was fortunate enough to get this delivered by the club. We've got plates, dumbbells, barbells. As you can see, it's got the RSL logo on it. And then I've spoken about this before. These power plates for me are one of the best, dumbbell equipments you can have, because it's like having a full dumbbell rack in just one plate. So as you can see here, all the colours are on. So if I was to pull this out, put it in the top one, that's black, that'd be £20. If I put it in the bottom one, it's £90. So it's really good for just using dumbbells really quickly, putting it back and not taking up much space. So I will show you when I add weight to these exercises. I'm going to be using these power plates, and then I'm also going to be using the RSL logoed plates. Also, if you head over to my Instagram, give me a follow on Instagram. Almost every day I'll post what I do for a workout, also my food nutrition stuff. So yeah, go give me a follow on Instagram. Let's get on into the first exercise. First exercise, we're going to need a plate. You can do it body weight, but what it's going to be is it's called an isometric lunge hold. So basically I'm going to hold this position when I get into it for 30 seconds, and it's really good. Anyone that has knee problems, anyone that struggles to build strength around the quad, this encompasses everything: quad, hamstring, glute, and it really helps to stabilize you. So it's game realistic because I'm in sort of a running position, and it's also a vulnerable position, so I've got to use my core to stabilize. So basically, here's what it is. Start off with my knee on the floor, and then I'm just going to lift my knee off the floor and hold for 30 seconds. And then to make it more difficult, I can flex the calf, so I'm engaging the calf as well. But this is a really good exercise for stability around the quad and building that overall strength. Once I've done one side, switch to the other. And again, another benefit of this exercise is that it builds up strength in both legs. So a lot of the time when people do double leg squats, they sometimes compensate on one side, and it's a tough exercise. As you can see, I'm struggling to talk a lot. It's taking my breath away a bit, and then towards the back end of the 30 seconds, it's going to reel. I can feel it burning now. That's when you know you're doing it right. So the second exercise is probably my favorite out of the 5, just because it's such a difficult exercise to do, but I feel the benefits so much after doing it. It's a skater squat. So I've put in the power block. I'm only using £20, and to be honest, the weight is mainly for just as a counterbalance. But how it looks is it's another single leg exercise. So it's something where I have to control the movement and really build that strength in my quad, glute and hamstring to stabilize, like I would in a game if I'm put off balance, or if I'm going from a sprint to deceleration or acceleration. You always have to make sure you stabilize by using the core and your muscles in your legs. So how this looks is I'm going to go into a single leg position. As I come down, the weights come up, and it's all about that stability in the knee. Very difficult exercise. As you can see, as I go down, this knee wants to cave in. So anyone that's had like ACL injuries or any major injuries around the knee, this is a fantastic exercise, because naturally when I go down into this position, the knee wants to cave in. So in a game, if my knee's caving in and someone gives me a little bit of contact, that's how people can snap the ACL. So this is a great exercise for building that strength again around the knee. And you can do it body weight. So to make it a little bit easier, I can go down and then up. And then also I can put something behind me so I'm not going down as fast. I can put this plate behind me. So when I go down, let's do the other leg. When I go down, I don't go down as far. Really good exercise. Like I said, probably my favorite of the 5. Really does build that strength all around. I like to do probably around 3 sets of 8 of these. To make it more difficult, you can do heavier, lower reps, or to make it slightly easier and build up that endurance, you can do lower weight and higher reps, maybe like 12 each side, but it's a very difficult exercise. So let's get on to number 3. Okay, on to the third one. Similar to the first one, it's going to be an isometric hold. I'm going to be holding it in one position for about 30 seconds. All you need is a wall. And basically you're going to go into a position where I've got a 90-degree angle. So between my calf and my hamstring, 90-degree angle. I'm going to go onto a single leg. So lift this right leg up off the ground, and then immediately I'm going to feel that engage in the quad, the hamstring and the glutes. So if you were to touch that right now, rock hard. And then to make it more difficult, I'm going to do leg extensions. So I usually do like 12 leg extensions each side, and that really engages the quad on the other side as well. So when I'm engaging that, all my muscles in my legs are firing. This one's working stability, this one's working strength. To make it more difficult, you can also add weight. So let's move on to the other side. I can just hold this weight. That way this side is feeling more engaged. So this is another great exercise for building that strength around the knee, strength around the quad, and all these factors as well really help for when you strike a ball. So building that strength in the quads, when you're shooting, get more power, long range passing, more power. All things are connected. So not only am I building up strength to prevent injury, I'm also building up strength, endurance, power for when I need to strike a ball. So that's why these are very game realistic. And as you can see, I'm out of breath. That's a difficult exercise again. So that was number 3, on to number 4. So those of you that have watched the channel before, you'll know this is the exercise I absolutely hate, but I absolutely love it at the same time, because I feel like it really benefits me, especially with my strength, power and endurance. This is the Bulgarian split squat. So I call this the afterburn, because I'll feel it tomorrow morning, the day after that, I'll still be sore. But the more you do it, the less sore you'll become the days after. So I've got a chair. You can use any surface around this height. I'm going to go into a lunge position here. Back foot's going to be on. And to make it easy, you can just do body weight, but I'm basically going to go into a lunge. As I come back up, it's important to really squeeze that quad, squeeze the glute to stabilize. Back down as low as possible, up. And my weight is sort of pushed forward because I'm wanting to work on this leg, but you will also feel it in the hip flexor at the back. So to add weight, this is 2 50-pound weights, so 100 pounds in total. I like to do this for around 3 sets of 8 on each side. So I'm basically going to go down, up. And if I can go down slow, control the movement, and then power up, that'd be better as well. Again, stabilizing that knee, making sure the knee doesn't come and cave in to prevent injury. And then again, I'm working on that other side, so building up the strength in both legs so I'm not compensating. And I'm also in a vulnerable position. So in a game, someone's trying to knock me off balance, my legs have got that strength to stabilize me. So the last leg exercise for footballers that I would recommend would be the Copenhagen. You know, from the 4 exercises we've done before, a lot of them were quad, knee, hamstring, glute dominant. This one is really good for working the adductors on the inside. So when you want to improve your passing side foot, a lot of that comes from the strength from your adductors. So if you can imagine me as a centre midfielder getting the ball and I want to hit the number 10, with a pass on the ground and I have to split two defenders, I'm going to really have to use my adductors to hit that ball as hard as possible on the ground. So this is why adductor strength, a lot of people overlook it, but it's so important when it comes to football. So I'm going to get in this position. All I need is a chair or any platform here. I'm going to put my top leg on the top of it. Going to get into a side plank position, so it is another really good exercise for core. I'm going to take this leg off the ground, and then I'm going to go up quick, hold for 2 seconds, down slow. Up quick, hold 2 seconds, down slow. And I really start to feel it in here. And with this exercise, I like to do 3 sets of 10 each side. So once I've done that side, I'll switch to the other. I can sometimes even go up to sets of 20 reps. You know, it's a small amount of movement that I'm doing, but it's so beneficial when improving that strength, because the whole time, when my top leg is up, my adductor is always under tension. So from the minute I lift my foot off the ground, it's already under tension. So when I move this, it's just creating more tension. But even if I was to stay in this position, I'm still working that adductor. So that's why I really like this exercise. Again, all these exercises, you don't need much equipment. I've just used dumbbells, but you can do them body weight, and I just use one plate. So all you guys can do this at home as well. Just from showing you those 5 exercises, I'm already sweating. That just shows you that these exercises, no matter how you do them, with weight, without weight, they're so difficult and they work you really hard. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. You seem to enjoy my 5 favorite core exercises, so I thought, why not do 5 favorite leg exercises? Like I said, these movements are all game realistic, game specific, and very relatable to football. So that's why I'm showing you them. Once again, drop me a follow on Instagram, and also take 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please drop it a like. Also comment if I can get away with this shit fade. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one.